Okay, we're just leaving Helen and Michael's house, and we have a bit of rush hour.
Thank you.
Wow, look at that, cool. Perhaps the most unique gift shop we'll go to. Just to give you an idea of how old this place is. Built before the pyramids. Ooh, it's like we're walking through a forest, but we're inside. Kind of cool. There's a preview of what we're gonna go look at. So that was the visitor center at Newgrange. Now we go for a bit of a walk. Look at this. Cool bridge across the River Boyne. What a nice day. A lovely walk in the countryside.
Okay, folks, so I believe we have everyone up on. If you were standing here 5,000 years ago, the large mound would have been surrounded by at least 19, but we think the original number could have been 20, 21 of these smaller satellite mounds. Kind of
This is on top of the mound. You can see the whole countryside. There used to be a medieval village on top of this mound. Quite a view from up here. There's a really good example of the Neolithic art. Spooky.
Even before these were built, Neolithic people had used carved stones at sunrise and sunset at certain times of the year. The entrances to the tombs are further emphasized by a spread wide along an east-west axis. Both passages end in chambers. The chambers are not connected, although there is only 5 meters between.
This is Newgrange.
Nice and low.
Neat stone structure. Right next to the Newgrange. View from the hotel room. Not too shabby. Here's the recap of our big adventure through Ireland. So we started off in Dublin, day one, spent a few days there actually, and then we drove past Waterford down to a place called Cahir, which is right there, and then the next day we went up to the Rock of Cashel, and then drove on this orange line through Cork, ended up doing the Pass of Cahaw, which is this one, and then Healy Pass over here. Back up through the Gap of Dunlow, which is right through here, which was amazing. Stayed the night right there, and then the next day drove around through Killarney. Made our way out to the coast, and this is the Cliffs of Kerry over here, and a beautiful coastal trip there. Went north. Now we're starting our big trip north. Went all the way up just outside of a little town there and stayed in a farmhouse. We actually that day drove out to Dingle, which is right there, and had a great fish supper. To give you an idea where we are now, right out on the west coast of Ireland. The next day, we went more north and all the way up to the town of, well, we stopped at the Cliffs of Moher first of all, and then we went to Galway, and that's Galway right there. After Galway, went north more, went to the Marble Arch Caves, which is right there, and did a quick stop at Balik, and then ended up in Donegal. After Donegal, kept going north through Derry, and headed up to the Giant's Causeway. Coleraine is actually where Amanda, the last place she lived. Giant's Causeway is right up there. And the castle that we went to, that's where it was really raining. From there we went south through the Dark Hedges, then out to the Antrim coast, going south down the Antrim coast, and all the way into Belfast. Spent a couple days in Belfast. We actually did one day where we drove all the way around the Strangford Lough. And today, on the last day, we drove down to Dublin. And so here we are at our last stop in Dublin. What a great adventure. Thanks for following along on this adventure. And the next few videos you're probably going to see from me are going to be back to motorcycling. The Tour Tech Rally is coming up next. Thanks for watching.